Hey there, Stratters, and welcome to another episode of my trade ideas for Tuesday, May 3rd, going into May 4th, 2020. All right, to start this off, what I'm looking at is MU. That's one of my first ones. It's not necessarily an actual strat setup. We had a 2-2 reversal on the daily. The failed 2 on Monday was a pretty solid indicator that we were going to be looking at some upside today. So that's exactly what happened. We did hit a high of 71.96 and we started to retrace back down a little bit. So what I'm actually more curious about now is if we're going to have another 2-2 reversal to bring this back down towards the 67.58 area. So an entry after 70.20, below 70.20 for a move down to 67.58. So that is what I'm looking at for MU. Of course, we could be going to the upside more. I like the magnitude to the upside, over 71.96 to 74.49. So that is a potential play too, which would also move us towards the weekly price target for a week up. For the week going up, that will be our price target. So that's MU. I only have actually 3 plays today. So the next one's going to be Microsoft. Microsoft is a 2-1 on the daily. Again, a failed 2 on Monday, and then today was just a 1, so we had some consolidation. Now I'm curious what that ends up entailing for tomorrow. Does it end up going 2 up? Well, if we do go 2 up, let me zoom in a little bit here. The magnitude for the 2 up isn't all that great. Keep that in mind. You're only looking at about a 80-cent swing for a quick move there. So what I'd be looking at doing is getting to that point, if the 285 area, tightening your stop losses, and hopefully the ATR kicks in and actually gives you a move to the upside then to the 290 area. That's what the upside play would look like. Downside obviously has more magnitude. Below 280.15 for a move down to 276.22. So that is definitely something that I'm going to be looking at. That's top of my list. The 212 is always a nice solid play. Next on the list is DraftKings. This one's been moving quite a bit lately, and it's been going on to the upside. So why? Well, what we did is we came down, tapped the, got pretty close to the 2 down month on Monday, had a 3 bar and moved on up. So why am I curious in DraftKings? Well, while we had a 3-2, I do like the 3-2 setup. This is kind of a shooter candle here, even though it's not red. We do have some buying pressure that's definitely bringing this thing down a little bit. So I'm curious if we're going to get the 2-2 reversal. That's what I'm going to be looking out for a move down to 13.49. Then the monthly low would take us, I think, in all-time lows under 13.06. So something to keep an eye on there. Then again, we could be going to the upside. 2 up play over 15.56 to $16. My price target today was actually, if we did broach $15, my price target was 16. So if you did actually end up taking that play that we put in Discord, then you would have actually been in some nice profit as long as you took your profit, didn't hold on to it. All right, that's DraftKings. Last one on the list is CCL. So CCL is a failed 2 up. But it is also doji candle, kind of a doji, not really. The real body's a little too big, but there's definitely indecision here. And you can always tell there's indecision when you zoom out and take a look at the day. I mean, we had it drop down, and then it pretty much kind of went up sideways pretty much the rest of the day. So that's what a indecision candle looks like there. You can't really decide whether you want to go up or down, so we're just going to stay in between. So a failed 2. Well, now I'm looking for a 2-2 reversal to the downside under 17.11 for a move to 16.73. Of course, as always, you could get the 2 up play on the daily to 17.83 for a move to 18.20. So those are things to keep an eye on. Last but not least, we have SPY and QQQ. What are they doing? Well, SPY went 2-2 reversal on the daily. Again, we ended up consolidating, hence the small real body. So if we do get a 2 up continuation over 418.93, the next price target is going to be 425.87, and then a 2-2 reversal to the downside would be under 413.36 for a move to 405.02. Now keep in mind, you do have the bottom of a broadening formation here. We also have a monthly monthly target that we could be potentially looking at taking out at 404, and then that's just a bigger drop from there down to 398, 395, and so on. So that's going to be SPY. Next on the list and last is QQQ. So that is even more indecision. It's a very small real body, but it did go 2-2 reversal on the daily. So let's look at a 2-2 reversal down underneath 315.98 for a move to 309.65. That would actually end up taking us into the weekly profit, price target of 307.39 if we do go downside. So upside, we're going to be looking at the 2-2 upside play. So that's going to be 321.17 to 327.23. Now, the reason why I keep pointing these, these daily levels out is because I don't actually want to enter a trade on the day, on an inside day. So until I see a price break in one direction or the other, I'm going to wait, and that's when I'll enter my trade. That way price clearly has decided to move at that point. If we do rewind the, QQQ a little bit here and take a look at it. So let's say that I wanted to trade today and I was going to trade QQQ to the upside if it broke over 318.72. So it did. That's what made it go 2 up. And I could have, my price target would have been the top of this 2 bar here, which is 327.23. But the fact is, the move, along with a stop loss, would have given me some profit. While it did come back in on itself, clearly, the point is that as long as the day broke, I was able to take advantage of some profit. Now, that's not to say an inside bar you can't take advantage of profit, because what you end up dealing with, if we take a look at Microsoft again right quick, is just nothing but sideways movement all day. That's what we have down here on the 5-minute chart, just sideways movement. So if you're wanting to play scalp trades, you can do these really quickly and take advantage of some great moves and take your profits quick. That's perfectly acceptable. I just like to wait for the break of the previous day. Okay, so hopefully that explanation helps you out a little bit as well. And as always, please leave some comments, definitely subscribe, and happy trading.